Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 30. Five. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Squeeze, double.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
This is our time. Our time.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. 3rd down here.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyree Jackson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A beautiful fake. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times?
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
It's just me and you.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Nice play, baby, nice play. Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. It's going to be a long day on offense.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
You know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. From the gun, Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Muhammad. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's a run with Balaj, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. End zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
We want it. It's hot. Set. Gun. Set. Win the rep. Let's go right here. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Broken tackle. Able to spin free. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Muhammad. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ficken's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Allen's throw is complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they do.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go again with Muhammad. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
58's the money. 58's the money.
They go play action with Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a give right side. Muhammad, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it from the gun with Yeldon, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Combo. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Allen now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen throwing complete to Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Allen, and able to find John Brown. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
34. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Go. Come on. Check him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Time is a money. Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now Allen again. And he's able to find Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. There's still a little bit of disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
But for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and